This episode was sponsored by Jared.
Number 246. Larvitar, the rock skin Pokémon. Larvitar is born deep under the ground. To come up to the surface, this Pokémon must eat its way through the soil above. Until it does so, Larvitar cannot see its parent's face.
That's kind of...
Just a uniquely devastating detail to put in there.
I don't think they needed to add that detail at all.
They could have phrased that any number of ways. You telling me its parents can't come and visit?
I guess not.
So what are you thinking here on this little buddy?
It looks like a ceramic ocarina.
Ooh. I can see. So, yeah. Where do you blow into play it? I guess that thing on the top of its head?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Or is that how an ocarina works? Yeah, okay. Interesting.
Yeah. It is a rock and ground type, so I guess it could be made of ceramic. The Pokédex entries did say that it had a very tough skin made of rock. So I'm going to say it's hollow, it's got a bunch of holes in it, and when the wind blows, it plays beautiful music.
It's a lovely thought and it's not hurting anyone. So let's go with it. Now, I will say that if you're going to try and play this instrument, you are going to have to do some training, physical training, and you're going to have to learn some workplace health and safety standards. And that is my word, is WHS.
Why?
Because although Larvitar compels you to pick it up, just due to its cute nature and the fact that it is an instrument, it also weighs about 70 kilos. So you are going to have to lift with your legs, not with your back. And yeah, you're going to have to really work some stuff out if you're going to do this in a safe manner.
Yeah, you're going to have to recognize when you can't lift it by yourself, call in your co-workers, work together on this one.
Yeah, that's what being the second ocarinist means, is that you're just the other person who helps hold it up. Now, I will say that there is something here to help you, which is that Larvitar does seem to have little grips built into the front of its tummy. So they've thought this through in the design and really made sure that there is a way to lift it safely. And if I could just contribute one last thought about the safe lifting of Larvitar. In the anime, Ash picks this Pokemon up no sweat. Doesn't even think about it. Doesn't even notice the weight.
In the anime, though, Ash is ridiculously strong.
Indeed. It terrifies me. So I've noticed your rating for this Pokemon that you've at least written down is quite low. Is there anything that repels you from this Pokemon?
Honestly, I'm not really a fan of the color. It's kind of a greenish khaki, which, not my favorite color.
I guess it doesn't really go with the red on the tummy.
Yeah. It also looks like it's meant to be a bug type or something like that. Like, cicadas are born underground, or like they hatch underground and then make their way to the surface. So it feels like it's meant to be a bug and grass type to me rather than a rock and ground type.
Yeah, I think it's like meant to be a really weird twist on that sort of process, because it's got larvae in its name, like a larva, and when it evolves into Pupitar, which is a pupae. And then finally in Tyranitar, which is, I guess, nothing like most bugs. But the thing is, I think there's a kind of fun little inversion going on, because normally the bug-type Pokemon that evolve into the cocoons are some of the weakest Pokemon in the game. But Larvitar, Pupitar, and Tyranitar are actually the strongest Pokemon in that game. So I guess they were having a bit of fun with it. I think also, because it does have that kind of kaiju look once it becomes a Tyranitar.
Yeah.
And I think in some things, Godzilla's born underground, right? And then comes out. Or maybe I'm mixing that up with the Tarrasque. Anyway. I know sometimes it comes out of the sea and sometimes it might come out of the ground. I don't know. It can come out of wherever it wants. The moon, for instance.
You think the moon is a giant Godzilla egg?
Guilty until proven innocent. Overall, I really like Larvitar. I can see what you mean about the colors. I like the little emo teardrop, I guess, because it's never seen its parents.
Yeah, I do like that.
It eats dirt just like the person who boosted it today. And I think that's great. So I've given it 4 out of 5.
Okay, then. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to give it 3 out of 5.
Okay, and that brings us to a total of 7 out of 10 for Larvitar.
Next!